Hey, what's up, guys? Raids here again. Hotly debated topic: the defense stats. We've got a lot of attack Andys out there on Reddit saying, no, only attack, only attack. You can only build attack on pals. Go all out attack. Defense is irrelevant. Well, we're gonna put that to the test, especially in the context of raids. We have two Falarises here, identical passives, except for one has Musclehead, the other has Diamond Body. The Diamond Body guy has defense food, and the Musclehead guy has attack food. Their stats are as follows: the offense Faleris has in base 3,557 attack and 1,900 defense. The defense-oriented Faleris has 2,436 attack and 2,873 defense. So the defense Faleris actually has more defense than attack, and the difference in stats between the two is roughly 1,000, where the defense-oriented Faleris has around 2,400 attack, but the attack-oriented Faleris has a little over 1,000 attack more. And the offense-oriented Faleris has 1,000 defense less than the defense-oriented Faleris. So it's going to be basically a good showcase here, because we're measuring whether having 1,000 extra attack or 1,000 extra defense is worth it. And in this case, the defense Faleris actually has a significantly less attack than the attack Faleris. It's like it's like 1,000, 1,100. So it's a lot. Basically, if you were to take 1,000 attack or 1,000 defense, I offered you both of them. Which one did you pick? So as we're going to see with these tests, and again, I'm going to run through the numbers of what you're seeing right now. Basically, what you're seeing right now is the offense Faleris being tested against Villain or Libero. They all have the same AVs, same passives, except for offense and defense oriented, and then the same active skill. So they only have one active skill each, which is Flare Arrow. The average survival time for the offense Faleris in this scenario was 61 seconds. The average survival time for the defense Faleris was 109 seconds. So we're talking a big increase here, like a 30% increase of survival time. And this is where things get interesting. The average total attack damage dealt, like damage dealt to the boss of the offense attack Falarises while they were alive was 6,200 damage dealt. Obviously, they lasted, they survived less, so they got off about 6,000 damage in that time on average. While the defense, Falarises were able to deal 8,600 damage on average while they were alive. So what this tells us is that, yes, having a pure offense will lend you larger DPS. The average DPS of the attack Falarises while they were alive was 101. The defense Falarises while they were alive was only 78. So roughly a 20% difference in the damage DPS. However, there is a big increase in survival time. So why does that matter? If you take it in flat terms, the defense Falarises were actually able to get more damage before dying than the attack-oriented Falarises. Now, why is that important? Well, Bill, it's important because people focus on DPS. They're like, well, I dealt more damage in the short amount of time, and then the pals died. The problem is, when a pal dies, you have to swap it. A dead pal deals no damage. So if we were to take the normalized time here, and I were to penalize the attack Falarises by the time they died and compare it to the extra survival time of the defense, their DPS drops like a rock. Now, you can do the math yourself. I'll put everything in the description. But the point is that because of the nature of ultra raids and the fact that if you fight an ultra raid without pal pods, without cheese, without anything, guess what? Dead pal, having to swap a dead pal is a big deal. It's a really big deal. The takeaway from this video is, when you have to swap the pal, you have to go to the pal box. You risk taking damage yourself. You have to stop shooting the boss. Your mount is now in danger of getting hit too. There's a lot that happens when you're forced to swap out pals in an ultra raid. Especially if we've seen the tougher raids like Xenolore Ultra, things are moving in that direction. If you were to give me the choice right now, would you rather have 1,000 extra attack on this pal or 1,000 extra defense? Straight up between those two, I would take the 1,000 extra defense. So it's not a case where, now you have to build all your pals focused on defense. What I'm trying to say is, do not neglect defense. This is a perfect illustration of why the defense-oriented pals were able to get more damage out before dying, aka before needing to get swapped out, than the attack-oriented pals. And like I said, if you're going to see in the description too, the defense Falarises have very low attack. It's 2,400. Like, it's low attack value by most standards. I will leave all the math and all the numbers in the description. You guys test it yourself if you want. My takeaway from this is going to be try to get your defense as high as possible while staying around 3K attack. Defense upwards of 2,500 is good. The closer to 3K you can get it, the better. Now, that's not always realistic, but that's how it works out. I will definitely not be sacrificing defense on my raid pals. I don't think you should either. Specifically on pals that already have very high attack, like Yormuntide or Anubis, I would buff their defense. They have very low defense stat. I would go Diamond Body on those pals. But that's just me, and what I'm seeing on the results of my testing explains the results that I get from Palladius with Diamond Body too, why they're so strong numerically. But yeah, as usual, thank you guys for watching. Always appreciate the support. Leave me your comments or feedback down in the comments down below. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.